Hello, guys. We are going to review this week in every subject. And so this week, there are no assignments that you have to turn in for grades, but it is so important this week that you review because what we're doing in social studies and in all the other subjects is we're taking our standards that we scored the lowest on the benchmark test, and we're going to do a review lesson every day. And so I picked the 5 things you scored the lowest on the benchmark test in social studies, and we'll review them for these 5 days this week. And the first one we're going to look at is Standard 4.02, and this is just one of those things that you've got to learn. And it says, describe the contributions of Benjamin Franklin during this era, including the development of the Albany Plan of Union and the Join or Die political cartoon. So we've talked about all that. It's probably been a while. Just in numbers, 41% of our class remembered these things about Benjamin Franklin. So less than half of you remembered it. So it's important that you watch this so you can be reminded of these accomplishments that Benjamin Franklin had. Now, we've talked a lot about these things. The Albany Plan of Union was probably less fresh on your mind than the Join or Die political cartoon, but they came about around the same time. The Albany Plan of Union was when they met during the French and Indian War. The colonies met in Albany, New York, and Benjamin Franklin said, hey, we need to unite so that we can help defeat the French. Remember, they were fighting the French in the French and Indian War. And then he later issued that Join or Die, that snake we're going to look at in a minute, to show how the colonies need to unite to be stronger. And later on in the Revolutionary War, he put that political cartoon out again, but this time it says we need to join or we're going to die because they were fighting the British for independence. So I've got several things for you to do today. Let's walk through them. First, let's take a look at this question. This is actually the question from your benchmark test, okay? And it said, this chart lists Benjamin Franklin's accomplishments. And here they are. He published Poor Richard's Almanac, which was something you were going to hear about today, a book that he wrote with his brother after he worked for his brother for a while. Something's missing here. He served as the first postmaster general, and he invented bifocals and the lightning rod. Which accomplishment completes this chart? Okay, let's look at these. Created the Albany Plan of Union is the answer. That's what Albany Plan of Union means, join or die. That was the answer. Proposed the Proclamation of 1763. No, that was King George who said you couldn't cross the mountains, remember. Organized the Boston Tea Party. No, that was the Sons of Liberty. Wrote the Star-Spangled Banner. Obviously not. That was Francis Scott Key. So the answer was that Benjamin Franklin created the Albany Plan of Union. Remember that word union means joined. You're to working together. Okay, so that was the answer. Goes right along with this Join or Die chart. Okay, what did the cartoon encourage colonists to do? Here were your choices: to fight and expand westward. You might have put that because he was wanting them to join together to fight, but that's not the right answer here. It's not really encouraging them to fight. It's encouraging them to what? To join. So to create a military alliance with Great Britain? No. To unite and defend the colonies? What does unite mean? It means to join. This is the answer right here. To unite. Look at that snake. It's not united, is it? It's all broken up. And so it needs to be united. And so this was the answer on this question. And so I know it's been a while since we've gone over all this, but I hope you'll remember this. Remember this the next time. It's all about the Albany Plan of Union. See, union almost starts the same as unite. Yeah, his whole plan was that we need to work together. So remember that, okay? That's very important. We didn't score very high. Not many of you remembered who got these questions right. So here's what we're going to be doing today to remind us. The first slide is just a really quick little lesson on the Join or Die political cartoon. I think this is like a minute long. Let me go over here. So it's not very long. And then you've got a little biography on Benjamin Franklin, including some of his other accomplishments and his inventions and some of the other things he did in his life, just a biography about him. You've got a little cartoon. This is very short. I think it's 3 minutes. just on his inventions especially. And then I've put a cartoon in here. This is this is called the Great American Hero Classics. This is about a 20-minute cartoon on Benjamin Franklin, and it focuses on him discovering electricity with the kites. You probably know about his kite experiment. So watch that. These are very, very important. You need to pay them. They're more fact-based. This is kind of a fun way to review him. And then do not do this until after you've watched all the slides. It'll take you about 30, 40 minutes to watch all the slides. When you get done with that, whoops, it's not a link, it's a link. And you can click this link, and it's a Benjamin Franklin game, kind of like Mario, where you can make him jump and get things. You've got to collect his inventions. All right, so this game was actually created by the Benjamin Franklin Institute as a way to teach some of the things that he invented. So it's a fun little game. You'll enjoy it, but do not go play the game until you've watched all the slides, okay? All right, enjoy reviewing about Benjamin Franklin. Remember, his Albany Plan of Union, his Join or Die cartoon was all about uniting the colonies to fight against an enemy. Okay? Have a good day.